Hey guys, it's your girl Kim. Thanks for tuning in to Single in Christ. Single in Christ is a space for those who are saved, single, and patiently waiting on the Lord to deliver His promises. And if that is you, stick around. So today I want to focus on exclusivity in dating. And I want to focus on this because I have been dating a guy for about 3 months now. And he has recently brought up the idea of being exclusive. And it's not like I haven't thought about it before, but once he really brought up the topic, it made me really sit down and think about what exclusivity really means to me. So I came up with some guidelines to where I felt comfortable enough to maybe be exclusive or to not be exclusive. And I want to share those with you today. So let's back up. Before you are exclusive with someone, you have to be dating them, right? So what really is dating? To me, dating is a time where you're just having fun. You're going out on dates, you're doing things you enjoy doing, and you're spending time with the person that you enjoy spending time with. You are also getting to know yourself and to know what you want. By going out on dates, you get to see, oh, I like this characteristic, but I don't like that characteristic. And that way you can hone in on what you really want. So dating is also a way to get to know the person you're dating, of course, because you're spending time with that person, you're doing things you both enjoy, you're just finding out things about one another, and you're seeing if this can move forward. And dating is a space where you can also set your expectations. Because if they aren't meeting your expectations and your wants in the dating phase, they're definitely not going to do it in the exclusivity phase. So dating isn't a relationship. And I know that we kind of get those words intermingled and they're sometimes interchangeable. But what dating is not is a relationship. It is not boyfriend, girlfriend. It is not a time to express how good of a wife you are by doing wifely things. It's just a time to have fun and get to know this person so you can maybe move on to exclusivity. So, what is exclusivity? Exclusivity is a relationship. That is the boyfriend-girlfriend stage. That is what I like to think of it as pre-engagement. This is the stage where I am seriously considering you to be my husband. Like, this is on track for marriage. And that is why I take exclusivity so seriously. I don't think exclusivity is something that should just be handed out willy-nilly just because you like that person. I think you have to be sober-minded and make a very logical decision on who you choose to be exclusive with. Because exclusivity is like a pre-marriage phase where you are getting to know that person on a more intimate level with the intentions of being married, of getting engaged, and it has to be earned. As the woman, you have to recognize who you are and who God created you to be. You, my friends and my sisters, are the gift. You are the good thing. You are the favor. So when a man is pursuing you and is trying to become exclusive with you and is setting his intentions really and saying, I would like you to be my wife one day, let's get into a more intimate relationship, not necessarily sexually, then you really have to make sure he has earned the right to call you his good thing, that he has earned the right to have God's favor on him through you. And he earns that position in your life by you, one, knowing that you are the prize and that he is pursuing you in a righteous way, in a way that makes you feel good about how you are honoring God and how the relationship can move forward. He earns that exclusivity with you by him meeting the expectations that you set in the dating phase. He earns that exclusivity with you, that right to be called your boyfriend or your pre-engagement partner or whatever you want to call it, by you knowing what you want. And you get to know that through the dating phase. You get to weed out the people who aren't meeting your expectations, who aren't meeting what you want, and you get to know what you want during that dating phase so that you can apply those wants and apply those needs to that person who is now trying to be exclusive with you. He also earns the right to be exclusive with you by going through your support system. Those people that you have set up in your life to help you make these decisions, that are your sounding board, that offer good, godly, wise advice. Support system are people who may be able to see things that you can't see because you're blinded by your you're blinded by your sort of infatuation. Because if you're considering being exclusive with someone, you have obviously been through the dating phase, really like this person. You're considering them as your husband, you're considering them for marriage. So it's very important that your support system knows who this person is and can tell you things about them that you may not be able to see yourself. Your support system can also ask questions that you may not have thought of because they are in a different phase of their life or they have experienced things differently than you have. And your support system can also be honest with you and tell you, hey sis, this is a good man. Hey sis, I don't know about him. I see these flaws in him. And if he doesn't change them, I don't think this will be a successful partnership. I don't think this will be a successful marriage. And your support system is really important because these are the people you are relying on to help guide you and navigate you along with the Holy Spirit. You should have developed a support system way before the dating phase. And so they could be your accountability partner. They can hold you up in prayer and give you wise counsel as you're dating and as you're navigating the twists and turns of life. So now, if the guy has done all of that and he's earned the right to be exclusive with you, what does that mean? It means that you are now in a relationship with him only. You're not dating anyone else. You're not flirting with anyone else, and you're not talking to anyone else. You are in a relationship with him. Being exclusive means that marriage is a very real prospect. I kind of like to call it the pre-engagement phase. Like you are discussing life, you are discussing your intentions, and you are setting the intentions, and you are making plans so you can meet those intentions. Exclusivity is the stage where you are actively working towards marriage, getting everything out on the table. You're talking to each other on a deeper level than just the surface. Not about likes and wants and hobbies anymore. About this is what I want for my life. This is my plan for my life. This is how God has called me to do this thing. Do our purposes align? And yes, you can get all of that in the dating phase. And yes, you can do that before the exclusivity phase, but in this exclusivity phase, you are really determining if this man should be your husband. If you can move forward with him in this stage, and the next stage should be engagement. So if you are unsure, if you're in the dating phase about whether you should even marry this man, it's okay. Although there aren't any time limits or any set time frames for each stage, you do need to be cognizant of the time that you are spending with someone. If you are still dating someone after a year, you may just have to step back and say you don't really want to be with that person, or that person just really doesn't want to be with you. If a significant amount of time has passed, and a significant amount of time is whatever you feel like is a significant amount of time. If that has passed, you are not progressively moving towards exclusivity or progressively moving towards marriage, you are going to have to reevaluate why you are still dating this person, and you may just have to move on. Now, I do not want to discount feelings in this process because feelings are very real and chemistry is just a fact of life. If you are dating someone for a while, you are probably going to like them and like them a lot. But I do want to caution you with the fact that God has really called us to be sober-minded and to be vigilant. And we have to take this thing seriously. Are choosing a partner for life. We as women are choosing someone to lead us, to lead our children, to build a legacy with. We have to make sure that we're making the right decision. And I don't want us to base our decisions solely on feeling. If you feel like the guy you're dating has earned the right to be exclusive with you, congratulations, sis. You are about to be exclusive. So congratulations. I am happy for you and I wish you the best. to recap, dating is just a time where you're having fun, getting to know each other, getting to know yourself, and you're setting your expectations. And exclusivity has to be earned by setting your expectations early and often. It has to be earned by making sure you know who you are. And it has to be earned by getting that input from your trusted circle of support. And once it is earned, you can then enter into that relationship where you are now actively pursuing marriage. I really hope this has helped you guys, because it took me some time to figure out what I really wanted. It took me a while to realize that I am the prize, that I am the favor, that I am the good thing, and that not just anyone can be exclusive with me. So thanks for joining me on my journey of my dating adventures and my sometimes misadventures. So if you enjoyed this, or if this helped you in any way, please like, please subscribe, and please share. And I will see you all next Friday. And remember, in all things, be led by the Holy Spirit. See you next time.